Don't fancy the idea of a big cobra jumping on board.
Driving through there, I try and go around a different way.
Got rid of my helmet just because I'm off the main roads. It's just that these little dusty roads to the house, it's so slow going and there's so little traffic. That helmet is just so hot, you know. It's easy just not to wear it, so I take it off in the village. This is the reason that we went the back route yesterday to walk around to the house through the rice paddies, because this is the main road to the house. It's quite fast moving, that water. I don't know how bad it gets further down. Well, I know that much further down it gets much worse because that's where our house is. Anyway, this is not a video about the floods. This is a video about me dusting off the cobwebs on my bike, going for a long ride in the sun, dusting off the cobwebs from my head, from all these problems. So it's just water. As somebody said in the comments, it's just a bit of water. And they're right, just a bit of water. My house ain't going anywhere. Right, need to go and buy a packed lunch, some water, don't forget the paddle. Right, let's get going. It's important that I remember where I parked the car, get my bearings a little bit here before I set off. Let's do what anybody would do in this situation. Head for the trees. Obviously the water is never this high 11 months of the year. Never ever. Below me here will be rice paddies probably. but it's pretty deep. I've got a few companions with me. They're obviously in the kayak before I put it in the water. Now they're stuck on this voyage with me. These two spiders are fighting. There's one there, and his adversary is there. The grasshopper that was here has already jumped overboard. Poor bastard. He felt too threatened. Fisherman here. Sawadee Cap.
Sawadee Cap.
Pla my cap.
La Pa.
Yeah.
Full.
Chai. Wow.
Last year, this might be full only.
Chai Cap.
On the pace.
Amazingly, we've not yet reached the reservoir. These are just the floodwaters. The reason I know that is because I'm paddling through trees. You don't normally get trees growing in a reservoir. Another little spider. It's like Noah's Ark, this. Through these trees is the actual reservoir, I'm sure of it. There's the easy route through there, but we don't want that. What's the fishing net? Well, I'm getting hungry. A sausage-filled bun. This looks pretty dicey, to be honest. But beggars can't be choosers when you're on the open waters like this. I'm in one of those situations where any food would taste good. Do you know what I mean? I could have the most basic, shitty, cheese sandwich. Just basic, boring, stick to the roof of your mouth, cheddar cheese on white bread. Horrible. But in here, right now, it would taste like the best meal on earth. As does this. Well, the weather has turned absolutely beautiful. I couldn't imagine a more pleasant day to do such a thing as this. Do you need rescuing, mate? Join Benjamin's Ark. Somewhere in here I've got some sweets. Oh yes. Keep finding more passengers for my Ark. You better not be poisonous. Do you want to sit next to the snail? Hey? Sit there. To be honest, he didn't come aboard willingly. I kind of kidnapped him. I was a bit of a pirate. I saw him floating along in the water next to me and I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe you need a little rest. So he's on there, just chilling out for a bit. The reason I've come to this reservoir, rather than paddling around the floodwaters of the farm, of my farm and my house, is just because it's not big enough an area of water around my house. It's not a big enough adventure for me, that, you know, because the floodwaters only reach a certain point and then turn to grass, you know, and it's not good enough. The only way that I can paddle from place to place in that area is via the river. And the problem with doing that today is the river is flowing quite fast. Now, that would be very exciting, don't get me wrong, to paddle downstream through that river today. It'd be great, but paddling upstream to get back to my truck, it's just impossible. Whereas where I am now, I can paddle through the floodwaters and join into this massive reservoir near Nong Sang, down on the way towards Khon Kaen here. Ubol Ratana, I think that's how you pronounce it, Ubol Ratana Reservoir. I'll put the actual name on the screen here because I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Ah, the old faithful raisin bread from 7-Eleven. Right, time for a bit of speed paddling. That was like Olympic standard paddling, but just for 10 seconds. Time to head to shore before that cloud above me turns to a thunderstorm. I'm not sure I'd want to be in the middle of a reservoir holding a metal oar in the middle of a thunderstorm. It's probably not the safest thing to do, is it? I won't get too close to this in case there's a snake on there trying to hitch a ride on my ark. Don't mind snails and spiders, but don't fancy the idea of a big cobra jumping on board. This is going to be a low duck. I've got to try to remember where I parked my car now. I'll just paddle up and down until I see it. I've lost my car. It's somewhere along this 3-kilometre stretch of road, but it all looks exactly the same. I should have marked my point on a map before I set off, but I was too excited. I paddled all the way from down that side and I couldn't see it, so it's just that I can't remember there being a bend in the road. Spotted my car. All is well. So where do you count?